Imagine a country where the landscapes seem to have leaped from the pages of a fairy tale, majestic mountains, glittering fjords, and cities that beautifully blend modernity with time-honored traditions. Norway, renowned worldwide for its high standard of living and comprehensive welfare system, hides a truth that might astonish even the most optimistic observer. Even in one of the richest nations on Earth, poverty and homelessness persist in unexpected ways. Today, I invite you to explore this paradoxical reality, where affluence coexists with vulnerability, through a narrative that interweaves scientific insight with poetic storytelling. To many, Norway shines like a beacon of prosperity, offering nearly utopian access to education, healthcare, and social security. Yet, just as a sky full of stars can be dimmed by passing clouds, behind Norway's dazzling numbers lie layers that are less visible. In 2023, research indicated that about 11.5% of the Norwegian population, approximately 623,000 people, lived at risk of poverty, defined as living on less than 60% of the national median income. Although this percentage may seem modest when compared to other countries, it reveals an uneven distribution of wealth, reminding us that even in prosperous nations, the fruits of progress are not shared equally. Imagine Norwegian society as a vast mosaic, with each piece colored and valued differently. Some pieces radiate vibrant hues of security and comfort, while others, worn by time, display signs of neglect. These less dazzling fragments represent individuals who, despite the promise of prosperity, find themselves struggling at the fringes of a system that, even with its many advances, sometimes fails to reach everyone. Poverty, in this context, is not merely a financial state. It is a multidimensional phenomenon that seeps into social, psychological, and even cultural realms. Scientific research teaches us that poverty is a complex interplay of various factors. In Norway, historical circumstances, global economic shifts, and domestic policies converge in intricate ways, creating an environment where well-being can transform into an elaborate labyrinth for some. Picture poverty as a persistent shadow that lingers even under the most brilliant sunlight, a shadow comprised of layers including food insecurity, limited access to essential services, and, in extreme cases, the heart-wrenching reality of homelessness. When we turn our gaze to the issue of homelessness in Norway, the narrative becomes even more poignant. In a nation of 5.4 million inhabitants, it is estimated that around 3,900 individuals live without a roof over their heads, a number that, while small in absolute terms, carries profound implications. Each figure represents a unique story, a life marked by interrupted dreams and a daily struggle against formidable odds. It's as if every homeless person is a yellowed page from a book that many would rather not read, a page that holds secrets and lessons about the fragile nature of human existence. This reality prompts us to re-examine our definitions of wealth and progress. How can a society as advanced as Norway still grapple with eradicating inequality? The answer lies in the inherent complexity of human systems. Despite Norway's reputation as a global leader in social welfare, its policies sometimes fall short of reaching those on the periphery. Homelessness, in this sense, is a mirror reflecting the limitations of a system that, no matter how sophisticated, continues to evolve in its quest for universal inclusion. The Norwegian government is not oblivious to these challenges. A host of programs and policies have been introduced to create safety nets for the most vulnerable. In a move that underscores this commitment, Norway joined a global alliance against hunger and poverty in July 2024, pledging significant resources to promote food security and reduce social disparities. This initiative is a powerful reminder that even when faced with difficult realities, there is always hope for transformation through innovative and collaborative solutions. As we ponder these statistics, we are invited to consider the roles of empathy and solidarity. How often do we overlook those who live on the margins? In a land where social welfare is a badge of honor, it becomes crucial to understand that every statistic represents a life, every data point a human story. Poverty is not a cold number in an economic report. It is the story of individuals who sometimes find themselves lost in a system that struggles to reach everyone with equal intensity. A fitting metaphor for this situation is that of a magnificent bridge connecting two very different worlds, one of comfort and security, and the other of uncertainty and daily struggle. This bridge, constructed from policies and social initiatives, is not always sturdy enough to bear the weight of those who need it most. Like any structure in need of repair, its vulnerabilities become glaringly obvious, underscoring the urgent need for enhancements that guarantee safe passage for all. What can we learn from this duality? Perhaps the most valuable lesson is that the true measure of a nation's wealth isn't solely in its impressive economic indicators but in its ability to embrace and uplift every one of its citizens. Norway, with its breathtaking landscapes and progressive social policies, teaches us that progress is a journey marked by both triumphs and trials. Each achievement must be celebrated, yet continuously scrutinized, to ensure that it paves the way toward a genuinely inclusive society. The role of science is fundamental in illuminating the intricate causes and consequences of poverty. Detailed studies reveal that factors such as limited access to essential services, unemployment, and the shifting dynamics of the global market are interwoven in ways that perpetuate poverty. By employing rigorous statistical methods and socioeconomic analysis, researchers uncover patterns that may seem contradictory in an otherwise thriving society. It is as if, beneath Norway's sparkling exterior, an intricate mechanism operates where every cog must turn perfectly to prevent the entire system from faltering. Consider this reality as part of an evolutionary process, a natural cycle of adaptation and transformation. Much like a forest that regenerates after a storm, Norwegian society is in constant pursuit of new strategies to address age-old challenges. Even the most effective welfare policies must evolve to keep pace with changing social and economic landscapes. It is in this relentless quest for balance that the true essence of human progress is revealed. Reflecting on poverty and homelessness in Norway compels us to question our own definitions of success and development. What does it really mean to be prosperous? Is it merely the accumulation of wealth, or is it the ability to transform lives and uplift communities? Such questions push us to look beyond the surface-level economic data and to appreciate the human dimension behind every policy. Each initiative, every social program, holds the promise of rewriting personal narratives, altering destinies, and bridging the gap between an ideal society and its sometimes harsh reality. As we journey through these insights, we are reminded that knowledge is a powerful catalyst for change. Understanding the mechanisms that drive poverty and homelessness should not be viewed as an end in itself, but as the starting point for meaningful action. Science provides us with the data. It is up to society to translate those numbers into policies that create tangible improvements. This is a call for each one of us to be an active participant in the transformation, whether through community engagement, support for social initiatives, or simply raising awareness about the importance of equitable resource distribution. In traversing this narrative, it becomes evident that Norway, with its stunning natural beauty and underlying challenges, serves as a mirror to the contradictions of human society. The juxtaposition of pristine landscapes with the stark realities of the streets invites us to delve deeper than the glittering statistics, to see the individual stories behind every number and every forgotten face. It challenges us not to be seduced solely by economic achievements, but to recognize and honor the struggles that are an intrinsic part of any complex society. The true measure of progress, then, is not in the erasure of difficulties but in the courage to confront them with compassion and creativity. By turning raw data into compelling stories, transforming cold figures into hopes and dreams, we build bridges between scientific rigor and the transformative power of narrative. This synthesis is where true progress is born, a union of logic and emotion that paves the way for a more inclusive future. I invite you, the viewer, to reflect on these realities and to understand that within every segment of this vast social mosaic lies the potential for change. Norway, with its awe-inspiring vistas and concealed struggles, reminds us that development is a continuous process, a journey of peaks and valleys, of light intermingling with shadow. Recognizing this duality inspires us to act, to seek innovative solutions, and to celebrate every story of resilience that unfolds on both busy streets and quiet neighborhoods. As we reach the end of this exploration into the hidden facets of poverty and homelessness in Norway, one question lingers. How can we, as a global community, transform the shadow of inequality into a beacon of hope for all? Perhaps the answer lies in realizing that every step toward inclusion is a stride toward a future where prosperity is not measured by bank balances alone, but by the dignity and well-being of every individual. It is precisely in this crossroads between scientific inquiry and poetic reflection that we uncover the magic of turning reality into a canvas for endless possibilities. Before you go, I want to leave you with a call to action. If this journey of discovery has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to think differently about the true nature of progress, please consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you join a community dedicated to exploring the untold stories behind the headlines. Stories that challenge, enlighten, and ultimately empower us to build a better future together. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and become part of a movement that believes in the transformative power of knowledge and empathy. Thank you for joining me on this reflective and thought-provoking exploration. Let these insights not only expand your understanding of Norway's complexities but also encourage you to look deeper into the stories that shape our world. Together, let's transform the narrative of inequality into a symphony of hope, where every note is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and our shared commitment to a more just and inclusive society.